What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Wednesday evening's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. Over the course of this video, we're going to be looking at a potential new deal for Liverpool's head coach. We're going to be asking, is Darwin really going to scupper Liverpool's move for Atletico Madrid's Julian Alvarez? We're going to give you the latest on Liverpool's pursuit of Alexander Isak and a couple of other interesting bits and pieces along the way. You know the score. I want to know your thoughts, so do let me know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and of course we'd love you to hit that subscribe button. Lots to get through, so I'm going to get straight into it, and we're going to speak about a piece from Lewis Steele, and you can find this post up on the Anfield Agenda X account. This post said that there have been whispers from some, and now even over in the Netherlands, that both parties are keen for Arne Slot to sign an extension already at Liverpool Football Club. Now, for me, this makes absolute sense, but believe it or not, there are still some Liverpool fans that I've spoken to who are unsure of Arne Slot. Yep, I know, it sounds mad, right? But for me, this is common sense. The manager signed a 3-year deal initially, has come in, delivered the title in his first season. It's no surprise to me that Liverpool are going to want to tie Arne down to a longer deal. It's common sense, and I hope that they get it done soon. Let me know your thoughts on this one, though. How long would you like to see the manager kept at Liverpool Football Club for? Do you think it should be an additional 3-4 years? Do let me know. But either way, surely we can all agree it's the right decision. Arne's earned that right. Going to move on now to speak a little bit about Fabrizio Romano and some of the names on Liverpool's attackers list. He goes on to say, what names are on it? Well, he said Liverpool do want to strengthen that area this summer. He said the dream is Isak, but it's very, very difficult. So we'll be seeing later this summer who exactly it is and what the budget is. Now, lots of reports again today to suggest that Liverpool are going to spend big this summer. TBR Football have said left back, centre forward are the priorities, and then went down through other positions that Liverpool will look to get resolved. You can expect probably 4 to 5 proper signings this summer, and by proper I mean first team signings, not young up and coming players who may make a dent in the squad in a year or two. I want to speak for a second about Aston Villa, because we've been talking on and off about Morgan Rogers and whether Liverpool would have any opportunity to go and get him from Aston Villa. We know that Villa have very wealthy owners, we know they've got a great coach, and we know that this season they were in the Champions League, but they haven't qualified for next season's as of yet, although they're still in the hunt. Either way, though, this piece here said Aston Villa need to make at least one significant sale before June 30th to ensure that they stay in keeping with the Premier League spending rules. Now, that's not to say it will necessarily be Morgan Rogers, but who else are they going to move on? Will they really move on Ollie Watkins? Well, they've already sold one striker in the last window in John Duran, so I don't think it'll be him. What other players are there? They may want to bring in Asensio. They may want to keep Rashford at the club. I don't know. But if there's any chance for Liverpool to go in there and stake a claim, I think we should be looking at it for Morgan Rogers personally. There's been talk of about 65, 70 million pound being a number that will get a deal done. But let me know what you guys think. Were Harvey Elliott likely to move on this summer? Do you think Morgan Rogers would be the right replacement for Liverpool? Or if you have another name, feel free to let me know in the comment section. Just quickly want to say we won't be live tonight, by the way. We're going to just take the evening off and let everybody enjoy the Champions League football. After last night's semi-final, I feel like tonight we just need to sit back and allow everybody to enjoy the footy. But there will be a news video out later. Don't be going anywhere, though, because we have lots to go through still on this video. I want to let you know about our live shows as well at the Hot Water Comedy Club. Final day of the season, May 25th. We're going to be there. And then 3 days later, our end of season party, May 28th, with myself, Connor, Chris, Steve and Jack, all together for one night only. You can get your tickets to both of those shows, and the 25th show is going to have a whole day of events at the Hot Water. Doors are opening at 9 a.m. First 500 people through the door get a free pint of Madry as well. Our show will be on that evening, and they will be showing the game on the big screens around the venue. Right, let's get stuck into that story from TBR Football that I mentioned a moment ago. Graham Bailey said, Liverpool are planning for a huge summer. TBR Football can confirm that they want a striker and a left back as a priority. And by the way, Ian Wright thinks that a deal for Kirkes is already done, but we'll get to that in a minute. They also want to replace Trent's creativity in the squad, said Graham Bailey. So expect 4 or 5 new arrivals this summer. I'm getting excited about it, but I'm still in the I'll believe it when I see you camp. So let's talk about River Plate and them launching, well, what would be an astounding offer to sign Darwin Nunez. So at the start of the video, I said to you guys, There could be a deal in the offing that would scupper our potential move for Julian Alvarez. Let me talk you through it. Reports coming out of Argentina suggest that the Uruguay international is bound to leave Anfield this summer, but Atletico Madrid and River Plate are seemingly the two most likely options. A report coming from DS Sports Radio said that River Plate want to sign him, as in Darwin Nunez, to spearhead their Club World Cup bid. They go on to say that if they can't get Darwin Nunez, because his wage demands might be a little bit high, then they would look for Angel Correa of Atletico Madrid. For me though, look, we've been told last night in the report from Sam Maguire that there's one club that can get a discount on Darwin, and that is Atletico Madrid, if it includes a deal for Julian Alvarez. Do I think that Darwin Nunez will go over to play in Argentina or River Plate? Honestly, I have no idea. Don't think that they could get to a number that Liverpool would want, nor do I think that they could cope with his wage demands. But it is a sincere story, so let me know what you guys think on it. And on that one, as we said last night, Liverpool apparently willing to offer a discount for Darwin Nunez if it includes a deal for Julian Alvarez with Atletico Madrid. We know Diego Simeone is a big fan of Darwin Nunez. That is very well known. We also know that things are up in the air for Julian Alvarez at the minute. Do you think this is possible? Well, we covered it last night and we ran through the numbers. For me, it's not out of the realms of possibility, but it's still in the I'll believe it when I see it category. So let me know what you think there. Darwin Nunez to River Plate, Darwin Nunez to Atletico Madrid, or Darwin Nunez to Saudi. Let me know what you think's the most likely. Want to move on to a story from Football Insider about Costas, the Greek scouser. Fan favourite, no doubt. This piece here said that Liverpool are ready to sell Costas this summer. They go on to say that he's basically not a suitable long-term replacement for Andy Robertson, which, look, I agree with. I've been saying this for years. Costas is a very good understudy, sound lad by all accounts, but is he going to be good enough to become the new left-back? I've got to say no. So for me, he was always the most likely one to be sold. They don't go through any numbers in this, but they do say Milos Kerkez is at the top of the Reds' wish list at left back. And as I mentioned earlier on as well, Ian Wright believes a deal there for Liverpool to sign Milos Kerkez could already be done. Federico Chiesa, let's talk about him for a moment. His agent, Fali Ramadani, will be in Liverpool over the coming days to discuss his future. Calcio Mercato say that there is an air of separation as the season concludes. Chiesa is torn on whether to stay with the Reds and prove a point after an underwhelming debut season, or accept the strong desire to return to Italy. I honestly don't know what's going on here. If it's the manager not playing him, then that's one thing. But if it's the manager kind of dangling a possible starting place from the future, if he ups his game, I don't know what to say on this one. We all like Chiesa and want him to stay, but of course we do want him to stay if he's going to get minutes, and not for Arne Slot to just utilise him as, well, a bench warmer that does nothing really. That's pretty much it for me, ladies and gentlemen, for now. But don't forget, we won't be live tonight at 8:45, but we will have a news video coming out at 10 o'clock. Enjoy the Champions League football. If tonight's game is anything like last night's game, we're in for a treat. But either way, let's hope that Arteta choke and those Arsenal players, well, lose, quite frankly. Yeah, I said it, and I mean it. I'll talk to you then. Bye. Love. Bye.